Quantum tunneling. Have you ever walked through a wall? I'm serious. Think about it. You're in a room, and you decide you want to be in the next room. The door is locked. The wall is solid, impenetrable brick and plaster. Everything you know about the world, every experience you've ever had, tells you it's impossible. You can't just will yourself to the other side. But what if I told you that you are, right now, at this very moment, doing the equivalent of walking through walls? Not with your whole body, perhaps, but with the very essence of what you are made of. What if I told you that the universe, at its heart, doesn't play by the rules of solidity and impossibility that we've come to trust? Welcome to the greatest, most magical secret of reality. Welcome to the world of quantum tunneling. That term, quantum tunneling, sounds so technical, so scientific. It sounds like something that happens in a lab a million miles away from your life. But I'm here to tell you that it's the very opposite. This is the hidden magic woven into the fabric of everything. This is the universe's escape clause from reality itself. To understand this magic, we have to shrink down. Not just small, like an ant, smaller than that, smaller than a cell, smaller than a virus. We have to go down to the realm of the fantastically tiny, the quantum realm. This is the world of electrons, photons, and quarks. And in this world, the rules are different. Imagine a tiny particle, like an electron. Think of it not as a little ball, but as a shimmer of possibility, a droplet of pure potential. Now, in our big human world, if you roll a marble up a hill, it will roll back down if it doesn't have enough energy to get over the top. Simple, right? The hill is a barrier. Not enough energy, no crossing. In the quantum world, that particle faced with a hill, an energy barrier, does something that defies all logic. It doesn't always roll back. Sometimes, it simply appears on the other side. It doesn't go over the top. It doesn't go around. It finds a way through. As if the insurmountable wall was just a ghost. As if it simply tunneled through an impossible dimension. How? How is this possible? The answer is both beautiful and mind-shattering. In the quantum realm, particles don't have a single, definite location. They exist as a cloud of probabilities, a wave of could be here and might be there. They are, in a very real sense, smeared across space. And this smeared out probabilistic essence has a non-zero chance of existing on the other side of the barrier. The particle doesn't borrow energy or sneak through a crack. It literally uses the fundamental fuzzy uncertainty of reality to bypass the impossible. It's not breaking the rules. It is the rules. Now, you might be thinking, that's a neat parlor trick for electrons, but what does it have to do with me? The answer will blow your mind. Look at your hand. What you're looking at is a miracle made possible by quantum tunneling. The sun, that giant ball of fire in our sky, shines because of this magic. Deep in the sun's core, hydrogen atoms are fused together to create helium, releasing the light and energy that gives life to our world. But there's a problem. The positively charged hydrogen nuclei repel each other fiercely, like powerful magnets pushing against one another. The temperature and pressure in the sun's core, by all classical laws of physics, are not enough to overcome this repulsion and force them to fuse. So why does the sun shine? Because of quantum tunneling. Those hydrogen nuclei, against all odds, simply tunnel through that immense energetic barrier. They appear on the other side and fuse. Every ray of sunshine that warms your skin, every beam of light that lets you see, is a direct message from the quantum realm. It's a letter from the impossible, telling you that magic is real. The sun is a continuous colossal nuclear fusion reactor powered by particles ghosting through walls. But it goes deeper. This magic is happening inside of you, right now. The very enzymes in your cells, the ones that make life possible, that read your DNA and keep you alive, they work with an efficiency that classical physics can't explain. How do they find their targets so quickly? How do they facilitate reactions with such speed? Quantum tunneling. Particles involved in these biological processes tunnel to where they need to be, making life itself not just a chemical process, but a quantum phenomenon. You are, literally, a quantum being. And our modern world? It would not exist without our understanding and our harnessing of this mystical principle. That flash drive in your drawer, the smartphone in your pocket, the heart of every modern computer chip is a transistor, and transistors rely on electrons tunneling through barriers to create the ones and zeros, the binary language of our digital age. The entire information revolution, the internet, the global network that connects us all, it's built on a foundation of quantum magic. We have learned to build cages that capture this ghostly behavior and put it to work. This is where it stops being just a curious fact and starts becoming a gateway to the future. Imagine a world where diseases are cured by devices that can rearrange matter at the atomic level. Imagine computers millions of times more powerful than today's. Not because they have smaller chips, but because they think in quantum. They use tunneling and other quantum effects to calculate in ways we can barely conceive. This isn't science fiction. This is the active frontier of quantum computing. And what about the very nature of our universe? Some of the greatest minds in physics are now exploring an idea so radical it sounds like mysticism. They suggest that our entire universe, in all its vastness, with its hundreds of billions of galaxies, each with hundreds of billions of stars, might itself be the product of a cosmic-scale quantum tunneling event. A tunneling from nothing into something. A spontaneous, miraculous appearance of everything from a state of nothingness. Our cosmos might be the ultimate ghost, having tunneled into existence. This changes everything, doesn't it? It changes how we see ourselves, our place in the cosmos. We are not just biological machines in a clockwork universe. We are expressions of a reality that is fluid, probabilistic, and fundamentally mystical. The solid ground beneath our feet is an illusion. At the tiniest scales, it's a vibrant dance of energy and potential, a seething sea of creation and annihilation, where particles wink in and out of existence and tunnel through barriers that, to them, are not even there. The wall is only solid for the marble. For the ghost, it is a suggestion. This understanding is the key to the next chapter of humanity. It's the key to technologies that will seem like magic, to an understanding of consciousness, of reality itself, that we are only just beginning to grasp. The universe is not what it seems. It is infinitely stranger, more beautiful, and more magical. And the most incredible part? This is just the beginning. The rabbit hole goes so much deeper. We've only just scratched the surface of the holographic, multiversal nature of existence. If this journey into the quantum realm fascinated you, if it made you look at the world with a little more wonder, then do me a favor. Like this video. It tells the YouTube algorithms that this is the kind of mind-expanding content we need more of. Subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell, because we are going to keep exploring these deep mysteries of the cosmos together. I want to hear what you think, so please, comment down below. What was the most mind-blowing part for you? The sun? The idea that you are a quantum being? I read all your comments. And for those of you who are truly hungry to go further, to explore the idea that our reality is a projection, a cosmic hologram, and that quantum tunneling is just one thread in a vast, multidimensional tapestry. I have written a book that delves into these very ideas. It's called Holographic Multiverse. In it, we connect these quantum mysteries to the big picture of consciousness, reality, and the true nature of the cosmos. If you're ready to have your perception of reality fundamentally shifted, the link to purchase my book is in the video description below. Thank you for watching. Remember, the walls are not real. You are made of starlight and magic. Now go out there and see the universe for what it truly is.